Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Adeze Atterson. I am the president, Adeze Atterson Family Club. Today we are continuing our book discussion of gentle measures in the management and training of the young. And I hope you are having a great time of it. I have been amazed at the things that I've learned, the things I've experienced. Sometimes I'm like, this is too good to be true. This ancient book works. So today we are going to dive into chapter 5 and we're going to do part 1 in this video and we'll break it up so that we'll get the best out of it. And the chapter 5 talks about the philosophy of punishment. Doesn't that sound creepy? You're just saying that. But the reality is that punishment is part of caregiving. It's part of caring for children because we are training them, we're trying to form their character, and it is through this process that they learn how life works. So, for us to fully understand how this works, how it affects children, we need to first understand the true nature of punishment, such that the desired ends we want to achieve in training our children will be accomplished and we can avoid the possible evil that could follow wrong application of punishment if not avoided. And the book states that there are 2 principles of punishment. The first one is penalty for wrongdoing, which is justice must be served for the wrong done, more around the thinking of an arm for an arm, and this is focused in the past. The second one is focused on remedy and correction. We are trying to create situations that will deter or demotivate the child from acting in the way they've already acted by creating things like inconveniences around what they have done, and this is future focused. Having said that, I will give 2 examples that might help us understand these 2 principles clearly. So for the first principle, where it is justice must be done, a child disobeys the mother and the mother just gives a declaration, that bicycle I promised you that I will give to you if you come first, I'm not going to buy it anymore because you have been naughty. Now, even the communication of this declaration doesn't sound right. You can sense and feel the vindictiveness in the declaration because it's not focused on trying to correct the behavior or the attitude or the mindset that caused the child to behave in the way they've already behaved. It's focused on making them pay for what they have done. And let's say, for example, the same child is naughty or disobedient, and you say, you know what, for this thing you have done this evening, instead of watching television or instead of playing with your friends, you're going to sit here with me and help me out in the kitchen, or you're just going to sit down here at the thinking corner and think about what you did and tell me what you could have done better. You stay for 10 minutes and your time starts now. In the same way, even this communication I just made now, hearing it, if you're a child, you don't feel agitated, you don't feel like your parent is trying to make you pay for what you have done, because we are all human beings with conscience. When a child does something wrong, they already know to a large extent that something's off. They might not know exactly what is off, but they know that something is off because before they did that thing, there was some form of thinking that went through it. So just inviting the child to think more about what they did and come up with solutions to stop doing that or not to do that again, or to share what they could have done better, forces them to also put more mind into what has happened, not just allowing you, the parents, to be the one to say, you know what, you did A wrong, you did B wrong. But let them be the one to say, oh, I did this wrong, I did that wrong, and then you can then layer on that to kind of correct. Okay? So, having said that, and having given these two examples, I believe that it helps us to understand the two principles. One is penalty, one is remedy. So, considering that the subject matter is children and not hardened criminals or grown-up adults who, to a large extent, know what they are doing and know the underlying consequence, it is clear that punishment of a child by a parent or a people by a teacher or by children who are under the care of caregivers ought, quoting from the book, certainly should be done to exclude the element of vindictive retribution altogether and to be employed solely for the purpose of influencing the child to have a better outcome another time. This means that if punishment is to be applied solely for the possible positive influence it may produce in a child, then it should exclude completely all manifestation of, wait for it, irritation, excitement, all harsh tones of voice, all scowling, angry looks, all violent or threatening expression, every mode, in fact, of expressing indignation or passion. Let's ring the bell. Go. Let's pause here. If you're like me, you're raising serious objections in your mind, like, what? How is this going to be? They will not understand. They will not feel it. Let's be calm. Let me answer you. This is the reason we are here. If you clicked on this link to watch this YouTube video, it's because you want to know better to do better. So we are going to convince ourselves that this is good. We will convince ourselves that this is best for everyone, including you, the parent or caregiver, and we will convince ourselves to give it our best shot. Let's first change our mindset with this new information. Punishment, according to the book, in the training of a child is a remedy devised, underline the word devised. There's a thought process going into it. Beneficiently, so it should benefit the child, with the sole purpose of accomplishing a future good. It is not a weapon of transferring aggression, frustration, or depression. Let it sink. We will stop here today. We have a lot to ponder about. We will continue the conversation in part 2. Thank you for listening to the end. I am curious, what did you experience growing up? For me, there was this particular experience I had when I was in secondary school that has never left me. I have never forgotten it. As I speak to you now, I can see that teacher on his trouser that is above his belly button, his neatly brushed combed afro, and his face. I was late, yes, but not because I was lazy or lousy. And I actually took time to explain to him because I was like the only one that came at that time and he was there to do, gate duties. But after all that explanation, the way he flogged me, with such passion and hatred, as if he caught me stealing, I am still baffled up to today. I still cannot fathom what transpired. Like, why did he treat me like a criminal or a personal enemy? In my 5 years of being in that school, I think I've experienced him personally once, that time, And I have never forgotten it. And even up to today, whenever that thought comes to my mind, maybe when I see students, I'm always like, why? What did I do to deserve that kind of treatment? Of course, I wasn't able to use my hand to write that day, but the pain, the physical pain I experienced can never be measured with the mental strain and trauma that thing gave me. So, the question is, do you know better? Now that I am reading this thing, maybe he didn't know better. I don't know. But excuse is for people that are not aiming for the higher life. We are here because we are aiming for something nobler. We are aiming for something better. So let us aim with much more determination to attain that which we know is possible. Until I come your way again, let's swear an allegiance. Raise up your hand, your right hand, and say after me, we will do better. So help us God. It is I, President, and this is Atterson Family Corp,